Alright, hi guys. Today, I'm gonna cook. I don't know why I'm doing this video. I like to cook a lot. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make A1 chicken, which is something I just learned how to make myself. It's one of my favorite things. It was so good when I tried it. So first thing I want is a tomato. So, I already had a A1 steak earlier today, so I already kind of skinned the potato. Or tomato. So I'm just going to leave this. This is for later for tacos. I'm going to have tacos later. So I'm not going to mess with that. Go ahead and grab some cherry tomatoes out of my refrigerator. Hopefully they're not in terrible shape. They look pretty shitty, but I don't know what to expect. Can I have these, please? There we go. No, they're dead. Okay, so looks like this time the A1 steak will be lacking tomatoes. But that's okay. We don't necessarily need the tomatoes. So with the A1 steak, A1 chicken, I mean. So the first thing you're going to want is get your chicken. I prefer using chicken leg. You can use chicken breast. You can use whatever you like. But yes, this is what I'm doing. Go ahead and get out your chicken. Then you go ahead and grab yourself a carving knife. This is a knife I will be using right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sharpen up my knife real quick. I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken, and I just want to take it. Start up here, start right here. Just go ahead and make your cut down the chicken. Just like that. Then you go ahead and do that 4 times, 1 on each side of the chicken. This is going to give you nice, even slices. You're going to want to have around 8 slices to fill yourself up with 1 leg. You're not really going to be filling it. This is more of a snack. Then what you want to do, once you have your 4 slices, you come around the edge right here where the cut, or just below where the cut starts, where you started cutting. And you just go ahead and come around, turning your chicken as you cut. Once you have that done, I got that little ring, just go ahead and take your knife, find where that chicken starts, just cut down, just like that. It should just kind of fall right off. Then you have little slices of chicken. Just go ahead and put that on a plate, whatever, and this is going to go right in the frying pan once we heat it up. Now if you'll notice, there will always be a little bit of this left. If you want to eat that, which I do, go ahead and take that off. It's still meat, it's just not the same kind of meat that I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. Just go ahead and cut your meat up. You see, you can go ahead and pull it right off. Got another piece of meat. Now so far I'm getting a decent amount of meat off that bone. And you go ahead and just cut this right there. Pull that off real fast. Just a little strip of meat. Nice, good thing. Go ahead and keep on cutting and pulling until you have all 4 sides of your meat cut off. This is probably my favorite part of this recipe, is cutting the chicken off. Now what you want to do is, once you have this, you're going to want to get your finger up under that skin and just kind of work the meat and skin off that area. I find it best to leave this little loop right here, because once you have that loop, you can just go ahead and break that loop and everything should just come right off. Just like that. Now once you have that off, there's going to be a bone at the top. What you just want to do is take your knife and cut right about there. Chop that bone. Chop the meat right from the bone. Now all you have left is a barely cut meat-coated bone. You want to throw your bone away, and you have some nice slices of meat. Sometimes the meat just kind of comes off in little strips. Once you have those little strips, just go ahead and cut each one of them strips in half. If you want to peel the skin off, you can. I personally do. It just kind of, I don't know, I just don't like the skin when I'm frying. Just go ahead and just get your other strips ready. I'll cut them in half. Just like so. You got little pieces of meat. Alright, get your skin off. Where's my towel at? Sorry, I forgot to put my towel on. Then what you want to then just keep on cutting your meats in half until you have nice slices of meat. Now, I definitely do prefer fresh chicken, but sometimes fresh chicken's a little harder to come by, especially when you don't want to live on a farm like my father does. He has fresh chicken all the time, and trust me, it is the greatest. Farm fresh chicken, farm fresh any meat is just amazing. Alright. Alright, now I got my little slices of meat. Now what you're going to do is take some salt. I prefer to just twist the top off a little, twist the top off. Normally when you have this kind of shaker, if it has threads, there will be salt caught in the threads, and just taking that cap off will perfectly season the meat. But then if it didn't, just put a little in your hand and sprinkle it over the meat. I prefer putting it in my hand because then you can get a more even coating of seasoning. Go ahead and wipe your hands off, grab some pepper. This time you want to leave the pepper in the shaker because pepper comes out nice and coating. Now I like to add a little bit of seasoning, so because I don't have all the proper seasonings, put a little in your hand. About yay much. You can see that. Let's go ahead and sprinkle that over. Wipe your hands. Now onto the pan. I'm just using a small skillet, a small frying pan. Now you're going to want to add about, all I have is vegetable. Normally I would use olive oil if I had it, but you want about a teaspoon of olive oil. 1, 2, done. Just go ahead and move that olive oil around in your pan. Get it nice coated. Go ahead and add a little more. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's enough. Alright, now go ahead and preheat your pan on medium. Fuck. While your pan's preheating, what you can do is just go ahead and move that meat around and separate it so that it gets evenly coated in seasoning. Remove all the skin. If like you put the skin on your plate, just go ahead and remove all that off so it doesn't get in your way. That's meat. That's meat. Yeah. There we go. That's enough skin. I'm gonna remove the skin off of all the pieces because this is a big hassle that I don't want to have to go through. Go ahead and separate all of the chicken. Come on, cut that piece off there. Alright, now that I have all my chicken organized and my hands are wiped, go ahead and, my pan's a little hot now. Just going to go ahead and add each piece of chicken in about 2 at a time. You should hear it start to pop, and that's good. That's what you want to hear. Now you're going to want to saute this chicken as it cooks, which means pull all your contents in the pan to the front and pull back and up at the same time and let it jump. Just like this. Pull it front, just like that. That's exactly how you want to saute it. This is going to allow the meat to cook evenly and keeps you from having to dirty a whole bunch of utensils. Now you cook that to about 1 or 2 minutes or until the grease just kind of fries off. And once that grease fries off, you're going to want to add A1 sauce. Classic steak sauce. I think it goes well with this recipe. But yes, if you prefer to have a delicious chicken recipe, this is one I recommend. Sometimes you might have one that jumps out, and I was being reckless and careless with that one, so kind of let it jump around in the pan. Alright, then just wait for a couple of minutes while that grease sort of fries off. You don't want all of it to fry off because that's like your cooking thing. That's what you're using to cook. So again, you don't want that to completely fry off. You just kind of want it to evaporate. If you didn't hear me. Go ahead and keep sauteing it. If your pan catches fire, that's okay. That sometimes happens. Mine has not yet, but I mean sometimes that does happen with oil and stuff. while that cooks and that grease just boils off, you can clean up what little dishes you did. You do dirty, like your knife. You go ahead and wash that up. So that'll take a couple minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sharpen this and wash it. Alright, now you can dry your dish. If you're using a towel and you use it to dry your hands, you want to use the opposite side of the towel just to avoid cross-contamination. And making your knife dirty again. Okay, most of that grease is fried off. You want to add about 2 tablespoons of A1 sauce to your pan. 1, 2. Just go ahead and saute that in. So that meat kind of just absorbs that color. Now if it starts popping at you, don't worry, that you won't get any bad burns. That smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. That smell of the chicken and then the A1 sauce. It's just fucking fantastic. So while that cooks, you're just gonna want it to cook until you start getting dark spots, or burn marks on your chicken, because that means your chicken is getting good. Go ahead and just saute that up a little bit. Now off the heat, get it a little mixed up so the heat, when you put it back on the heat, it's evenly mixed. So yeah, if you want, you can put this in a tortilla. You can put this in on a sandwich if you want. You just eat it plain, which is what I like. You keep sauteing that every few seconds, or about every 30 seconds. You want to re-saute it, or keep sauteing it till you get dark spots. Now I love this recipe because it literally requires two utensils: a knife and a pan, and a steel if your knife is not sharp, and that's it. I prefer using paper plates because less dishes to do later. So as you cook, you can clean. It's super simple. Once you have your chicken all cut up, you go ahead and just go ahead and do a thing. It is nearly done. Oh my god, smells absolutely amazing. So go ahead and turn your heat off. Keep sauteing that off the heat. Just keep that motion going so the moisture in the chicken doesn't start seeping out. Sometimes when you saute, it keeps all the flavor locked in and the moisture from getting in. They call the chicken the second white meat because it is a white meat. Well, the first white meat. The second white meat is pork. Pork is also another good stir fry option. I'm not really stir frying. I'm just sauteing some chicken. So yeah, once you have that done, I would recommend. Ouch, that's hot. I would recommend that you let it sit for a few minutes before plating. I'm gonna see my dog likes it. I'll be right back. Alright, come here. See what you got. Alright, let's see what Elliot thinks of it. Elliot. It's good. Thank you, buddy. Alright, let's play now. He's gonna stay here so you can have some more. So yeah. That's the recipe, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and sample the taste on camera so y'all can see my face when I bite into it. Go ahead and use a little bit of that oil as a little drizzle. Just take your pan and move it across. And go ahead and put your pan in the sink. And enjoy. If you want a side of A1 sauce, I don't know why you would, but oh, shit, what's wrong? I think you heard somebody outside. If you want to add a side of A1 sauce, you could I don't know why you would, because it's already fucking delicious. Amazing. Got that tang, but also that saltiness from the salt. So the tang of the A1, it's got that chicken flavor. It's not burnt. This is what it looks like. One of the small pieces of chicken. It's not burned at all. It's just char marked from the oil. Perfectly moist. You didn't lose any of its moisture. Cargo. Get a piece to show you the inside. Perfectly done on the inside. And it absorbed all the flavor of the A1 sauce. Got a bit of a smoky taste. You could definitely taste the onion and the garlic from the seasoning salt, and it makes it taste 100 times better. I think I can taste a little bit of paprika too from the seasoning salt. It smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. You guys like this recipe? Like, comment, you want to see more cooking videos? I'll try to push one out every day. This is one of my passions. I love cooking. Cooking. Cooking sounds like something with weed. But, I absolutely love to cook. I'm gonna just go ahead and, if I had fresh ingredients like parsley, anything like that, I would totally add some of that to here. Some chives. Chives would go great in that. Unfortunately, I am poor. I have no money. It's hard to buy things that cost money when you have no money. But I am definitely going to keep cooking. I love this. This is one of my passions. I would do it every day, all day if I could. Unfortunately, that costs a lot of money. But my God, by far my favorite dish. God, it's so good. It's just got so many flavors. It's not just one. It's not like chicken and salt, like, or what's that word? It's not just salty like fried chicken would be, or oily like fried chicken would be. It's got that oil because, of course, it was cooked in oil, but it's not. It's not like make your mouth feel ucky oil. It's like oil for flavor. You can't feel the oil in your mouth. When you bite the chicken, it's not biting into oil chicken. It's biting into moist, delicious, perfectly cooked chicken. It's amazing. If I had better cuts of the chicken, I would use better cuts. Breast would probably be way better. Some thigh. Actually, I think that's what I just ate, wasn't it? No, it's a thigh. I prefer breast over thigh any day. But what can I say? Make do with what you got. You don't got a lot of money. This was like a little bitty thigh. The thing surprised me the most when I cooked this the first time. So I thought I had it underdone just because it was so moist. It was so flavorful. It didn't feel like chicken. Didn't feel like the KFC chicken. Because, you know, you go to KFC, it's a fast food restaurant. All their food is pre-made. Their chicken is normally dry. And that's what I'm used to. I'm used to dry chicken, shake and bake chicken. Driest fucking chicken you will ever eat. My grandma, her chicken kind of sucks. It's just so dry. I hate eating it. But when I made this, it was a completely new change. It was like, this is moist. This is good. This is something I like. This is something I'll cook every day. I love it. Well, guys, that's all the time I have for right now. If you like this video, like it, comment on it, ring that little bell, and I'll see you next time.